Hello internet. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 amybrennzan and I'm back doing another reaction video for you. This is chapter 2, Feelings of Dan Howell's Basically I'm Gay reaction.
Oh, do you hear that faint hum? Something coming from a deep, dark place too powerful to control. It's the self-hatred. She's here, and she's only getting started. Short version, I fell hopelessly in love with a friend of mine who doesn't feel the same way, which crushes me into a million tiny pieces, and years later, actually, it turns out, he was gay the whole time. He just really specifically didn't like me.
Double kill.
Here I am, 13, crying to Evanescence, alone in my bedroom.
God, Evanescence.
Like no point in really being alive, as I'm clearly a faulty outcast person that has no place in the world. I stopped going to church with my grandma because I felt like I wasn't really supposed to be there. Also, by this age, the whole Christianity thing didn't really make much sense to me, and the adult services were dry AF compared to colouring in a picture of Jesus' face at Sunday school. So.
True. Oh my god, no, wait. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so my mum wasn't a priest and I would never stay in the service. I would always go out into Sunday school, and then when I got too old for Sunday school I would still go out to Sunday school and help the kids. So I understand where that's coming from, but anyway, let's just continue.
Other than the free tea and biscuits they gave away after the sermon, religion didn't really have much to offer me. Damn, they were some good biscuits though, I missed that. But wait, all is not lost yet. Do you see that? A triumphant rallying cry of guitars, stripy hoodies and black hair dye. Emo had arrived. I swear to God, emo is one of the best things that happened to pop culture in the last 20 years. As well as inventing eyeliner and skinny jeans, a new word hit the theatre nerd goth band kid corner that would change my world forever. Bisexual. You can be normal and gay at the same time, and some people think it's cool. Well, slap a long fingerless glove on my arm and sign me up to MySpace, cause mum, I'm bi. It was a good term because it was a catch-all for anyone who felt sexually confused or curious that didn't want to commit to something stronger, which is very me. Big commitment issues, thanks fam. To be clear, regardless of whatever the 2006 teenagers' thoughts and feelings were, being bi is valid and should not be excused away or erased by anyone. From this moment, I was a loud and proud raving bi to my close friends and strangers on the internet who saw my clearly labelled sexual preference on my MySpace page. And the emo friends I made at this time were awesome. We just used to hang and make out with each other and listen to music and drink bottles of Smirnoff Ice until we were sick on each other, with no judgment. The judgment came several years later looking back at the photos that you can't delete. So I don't need to tell my family or people at school anything, but the thing is, with a MySpace page, anyone with an internet connection can read it. And so, the rumour started spreading through my neighbourhood that Dan Howell was in fact a bisexual. I had a friend in French class who one day, totally unprompted, just turned to me and said, "Yeah, I thought so. You give off a bi vibe." A bi vibe? What the fuck is a bi vibe? Great, yeah, nothing to make a 15-year-old feel self-conscious about his behaviour, like being told he emanates a bisexual aura. What am I supposed to do with that? Sorry that I give off mixed signals. I'm versatile. Turns out it was actually a social upgrade from being called gay all the time, because bisexual was a new word that only referred to sexuality, so people actually had to decide how they felt about the fact I was attracted to boys, as opposed to gay, which, as we all understand, is synonymous with bad and also implies a general threat, plague, curse / evil force that simply must be destroyed. People at school were actually almost nice to me with curiosity about it, and a few of the boys that previously loved to just generically call me gay while throwing a compass at me or something now started to low-key flirt with me, and some stuff happened, go figure. But then I entered the Dark Ages, and no, I'm not talking about my hair because I was never actually cool enough to commit to dyeing it black. As quickly as they arrived into my life, my emo friend group vanished into the night, like the tip of an eyeliner pencil snapping, or the HTML on your intricately crafted MySpace page falling apart when the host websites of your embedded GIFs die. So too did my social life. One had to suddenly focus on school, another moved town, two of them just fell out with each other and started hanging out with their old friends again. Well, we don't all have backup friend groups, Lindsay. I went all in on the emos. You're telling me I have to go back to sitting in my kitchen playing RuneScape now? Thanks a lot. So for a year, I literally had no friends. And this is when the bullying at school really stepped its pussy up. The things people used to say offhand to me in a corridor were now said loudly in classrooms where everybody would laugh. People used to sing songs about me being gay on the bus while my fellow nerds sat around me just stared awkwardly out of the window, not wanting to get involved. People shouted things out during GCSE exams in front of the whole school, and the low-key pushing became punches. People used to wait for me after school just to throw things at me. Once a guy put his hand around my throat and pushed my head against a coat peg in the locker room while everyone was watching and just slapped me for 5 minutes. But I never reacted. I never cried or got angry or fought back, because then I'd be giving them what they wanted, and I refused to play along. But this way of dealing with things definitely had an impact on my relationship with emotion going into life. I became a total outcast. No one wanted to come near me out of fear that they'd get targeted too, so no one ever stood up for me. And, you know, I don't blame them. I just resent them, even to this day. No, I'm kidding, I don't really. I do. No, I don't. Teachers at the time obviously did nothing. In fact, one of them saw this happening to me and laughed, because, you know, boys will be boys, especially the gay ones that get killed by the other ones, am I right? Classic lad banter. And See, keeping this on the topic of sexuality and not economic class, violence, addiction and health issues, let's just say some shit was going down. I didn't think I could ask my family for help or share my feelings about this, mainly due to my dad. Funny guy, kind of a woke hippie who didn't said a lot of things I did respect, but at the same time used to walk around the house saying how he hoped someone he had a problem with at work would die of bum cancer. Yep, so picked the one area to be a bigot that would further traumatize your child. Nice. This experience, coming from a childhood hearing the word gay meaninglessly thrown around as an insult at home and school, in music, on TV, to then realizing I'm actually kind of gay, to then very specifically being attacked for it, was traumatic. The world was clearly telling me if I ever wanted to be accepted by anyone, or in my particular environment, survive, I couldn't be gay. I was afraid of it. Literally homophobic of myself. I am talking Pavlov, sunken place, North Korea level mind alteration that made me terrified of and repulsed by this part of me. This is called internalized oppression. It's a real thing, and it's some real shit.
Wow. Oh my god, this is so sad. We're literally just finding out everything about him that he's kept to himself for so long, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'll tell you at the end when I hear everything, but I mean right now it's good to talk about things, and it's amazing that he trusts everyone and he's okay within himself that he can share everything like this to everyone. Also, you're entitled to keep things to yourself. You're entitled to, even though you're mega famous and so many people love you and want to know everything, you're allowed to have things just for yourself. With that chapter, MySpace, again, all the 90s stuff. Wow. I never had MySpace. I was a little bit too young. Also, like, I wasn't allowed on the internet much as a child. Again, sheltered. Again, like, with all that flat out bullying that he had to go through and teachers not doing anything, this makes me so sad. It's also like making me remember my childhood and how crap kids can be. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like it, press the like button, leave some comments down below, share this on social media if you'd like to. All of my social media links are down below, so go check me out, follow me, find me on all of those. If you'd like to leave any requests or suggestions for more videos that you'd like to see on my channel, then please let me know down below and I'll get to your comments as soon as I can. Kirby face! Bye!